If you're a cinephile or even just a casual movie enjoyer, there's movies that are known as no way you haven't seen blank type movies. And what I mean by that, there are universal movies that, big air quotes, everyone has seen. But if you haven't seen them, you get scrutinized and sent to the gallows with verbal lacerations burning into your body. Movies that fall under this are Godfather, Jaws, The Shining, Star Wars. The list goes on and on. Like, seriously, try telling someone you haven't seen Star Wars. It'd be like burning the American flag on 4th of July. I mean, shit, if you haven't seen La La Land in the cinephile community, you will be publicly shamed and exiled on sight. I remember about a year ago I told a coworker I had never seen The Godfather, and I got humiliated and humbled for doing such a heinous act against the cinema gods. So I went home crying that night and watched The Godfather, and I mean, it was alright.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But I wanted to start a new series where I watch these type of films that I haven't seen because, quite frankly, I'm okay with the public shaming, and it makes for a great discussion. So to kick off this series, I watched Gone Girl for the first time last night. Gone Girl was always one of those movies that friends would talk about, and I would silently nod and agree that the ending was insane, even though I had zero idea what the movie was even about to begin with. So, I sat down and decided to finally watch it. Gone Girl is a 2014 American psychological thriller film directed by the one and only David Fincher and written by Gillian Flynn based on her 2012 novel of the same name. It stars Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike. Nick Dunn, which is played by Ben Affleck, becomes the prime suspect in the sudden disappearance of his wife, Amy, which is played by Rosamund Pike, in Missouri. I can't even describe to you how much of a roller coaster this movie was. You think you know what will happen every step of the way, but they have a way of turning everything upside down constantly without it getting exhausting. And if anything, it gets more adrenaline-inducing because you can't even fathom the events that are happening right before your eyes. You feel sorry for characters, characters are misrepresented, and then hate them, then you immediately go back to feeling sorry for them. It's insane how well these characters are written. The movie as a whole is very well written, and the pacing is actually so well done for a bigger runtime. It's a massive information dump. Like, if you miss 1 second of the movie, you will be lost, I feel like, but that's fine, because you won't want to miss a second, because this movie gets you so engrossed into the unrelenting plot that gets thicker with every second of the runtime. Rosamund Pike's performance was incredible, and one of the best I've ever watched. I knew going into this film that the ending is super controversial, whether people hated it or loved it, but I will say, I loved it. It was hopeless, not a happy ending whatsoever. I truly can't find anything wrong with the movie, and after watching this, it made me terrified to ever date again. I rate Gone Girl a 5 out of 5. Yeah, wild, right? These kind of movies, you're fed these super high expectations. Like the Godfathers, the Jaws, you're fed these super high expectations, so it's like, if you hate them, you're gonna get scrutinized. And some of the time, I'm not like a crazy fan of them. And I don't know if it's just like a placebo effect in my mind or what, but I watched this and I just was like, my jaw was on the floor. It was amazing, and I can't recommend this movie enough. Have you guys seen Gone Girl? And if you have, what are your thoughts? And what are some movies that you get a lot of shit for not seeing? If you guys would like to support me, please subscribe, drop a like, and feel free to follow my Twitter and letterboxd. I will see you guys in the next one.